Happiness is not something you stumble upon in the outside world. It's not hiding in the approval of others, waiting in the accolades of a crowd, or resting in the love of someone else. True happiness comes from within, and until you realize this, you'll spend your life chasing fleeting moments of joy rather than cultivating lasting contentment. When you rely on external sources to make you happy, you hand over control of your emotions. You're giving others the power to determine how you feel. Someone compliments you and you feel good. Someone ignores you and you feel bad. That's not happiness, that's a roller coaster of dependency. True happiness doesn't come from what others say or do. It comes from the peace you find in yourself, the confidence you build in your worth, and the gratitude you cultivate for the life you have. Think about it, the external world is unpredictable. People change, circumstances shift, and what you rely on today might be gone tomorrow. If your happiness depends on these unstable elements, it will always be fragile. But when you root your joy in your own soul, it becomes unshakable. It's not about denying the pleasure that comes from relationships or achievements. Those things are beautiful. But they're bonuses, not the foundation. The foundation is you. Start by looking inward. Ask yourself, what makes me truly happy? What brings me peace? It's not about having the perfect job, the perfect partner, or the perfect life. It's about recognizing the beauty in imperfection and finding contentment in the present moment. Reflect on your values, your passions, and the things that light you up from the inside out. When you do, you'll discover that happiness isn't a destination, it's a state of mind. One of the most powerful ways to build internal happiness is to practice self-acceptance. Stop comparing yourself to others. Stop chasing someone else's version of success. You are unique and your journey is your own. Embrace your quirks, your strengths, and even your flaws. When you accept yourself fully, you free yourself from the need for external validation. You realize that you're enough just as you are. Gratitude is another key. It's easy to focus on what you don't have, what's missing, or what's gone wrong. But when you shift your perspective to what you do have, you'll see just how much you're blessed. Gratitude turns what you have into enough. It reminds you that joy can be found in the simplest moments: a quiet morning, a good book, a deep breath. Happiness is a choice. It's not about ignoring pain or pretending everything's perfect. It's about finding meaning in the struggles, growth in the challenges, and light in the darkness. When you stop chasing happiness in the world around you and start cultivating it within yourself, you'll discover that it was there all along. It was waiting for you to stop looking outward and start looking inward. Solitude is often misunderstood. It's not about being lonely or isolated. It's about choosing to spend time with yourself and recognizing the beauty and power in that space. Solitude isn't something to fear. It's a gift, a chance to turn the volume down on the world's noise and truly listen to your own voice. It's in these quiet moments that you begin to understand who you really are, what you value, and what you want from life. When you embrace solitude, you create a space for self-discovery. Without the distractions of others' opinions and expectations, you can explore your thoughts, dreams, and passions. You can ask yourself questions like, what do I really want? What makes me happy? What's holding me back? These are questions that can only be answered in the stillness of solitude. When you embrace solitude, you create a space for self-discovery. Without the distractions of others' opinions and expectations, you can explore your thoughts, dreams, and passions. You can ask yourself questions like, what do I really want? What makes me happy? What's holding me back? These are questions that can only be answered in the stillness of solitude. In a world that constantly demands your attention, solitude can feel like rebellion. But it's a rebellion worth embracing. Solitude gives you time to recharge. It allows you to step away from the chaos, reflect on your journey, and refocus your energy on what matters most. It's a chance to breathe, to slow down, and to reconnect with your purpose. When you're comfortable with solitude, you become self-reliant. You stop depending on others to fill your emotional voids or validate your worth. Instead, you learn to find fulfillment within yourself. You realize that you are enough not because of what you do or who you're with, but because of who you are. This kind of self-reliance is incredibly empowering. It allows you to move through the world with confidence, knowing that your happiness doesn't depend on anyone else. Solitude also fuels creativity and clarity. Some of the greatest ideas, breakthroughs, and innovations have come from people who spent time alone, letting their minds wander and their imagination take flight. When you give yourself the gift of solitude, you open the door to new perspectives, insights, and possibilities. You allow your inner voice to speak, and you give yourself the freedom to dream. Embracing solitude doesn't mean cutting yourself off from the world. It means valuing the time you spend with yourself as much as the time you spend with others. It's about finding a balance that allows you to nurture your soul and deepen your understanding of who you are. So don't fear solitude. Embrace it, use it as a tool to grow, to heal, and to discover the incredible person you are. In solitude, you don't lose yourself, you find yourself. And once you truly know who you are, you'll never feel alone again. Hobbies and passions are more than just pastimes. They're the fuel that keeps your spirit alive and your heart inspired. When you immerse yourself in activities you love, you tap into a source of happiness that doesn't rely on anyone else. Developing hobbies and exploring your passions isn't just about having fun, it's about creating a life filled with purpose, curiosity, and fulfillment. The first step in developing hobbies is giving yourself permission to explore. Too often, we dismiss activities that spark our interest because we think they're frivolous, unproductive, or out of reach. But hobbies are essential for your well-being. They provide an outlet for stress, a chance to express creativity, and a way to connect with yourself. Whether it's painting, gardening, writing, dancing, cooking, or learning a new skill, hobbies enrich your life and remind you that joy can be found in the simplest moments. When you dive into a hobby, you enter a state of flow, that magical place where time seems to disappear and you're fully immersed in the moment. This experience isn't just enjoyable, it's transformative. It helps you develop focus, patience, and a sense of accomplishment. The more you engage in your passions, the more you realize that happiness is something you can create, not something you have to wait for. Hobbies also teach you about yourself. They reveal your strengths, your interests, and even your hidden talents. You might discover that you have a knack for photography, a love for playing the guitar, or a talent for baking. These revelations build confidence and give you a sense of pride. They remind you that you're capable of growth and that you have so much to offer the world. Passions go deeper. They're the things that make you feel alive, the pursuits that align with your values and dreams. When you invest time and energy into your passions, you're not just finding joy, you're finding meaning. Passion ignites purpose. It drives you to push boundaries, take risks, and chase your goals with determination. And when you're passionate about something, it has a ripple effect. It inspires others and creates opportunities for connection and collaboration. One of the beautiful things about hobbies and passions is that they don't require an audience. They're for you. Whether you're practicing yoga in your living room, sketching in a notebook, or experimenting with a new recipe, the joy comes from the act itself, not from external validation. This makes them a powerful tool for happiness, especially when you're alone. Developing hobbies and passions takes commitment. It means setting aside time for yourself, even when life feels busy, but the reward is worth it. These activities become your sanctuary, your escape, and your reminder that life is about more than just responsibilities and routines. Developing hobbies and passions takes commitment. It means setting aside time for yourself, even when life feels busy, but the reward is worth it. These activities become your sanctuary, your escape, and your reminder that life is about more than just responsibilities and routines. Gratitude is the secret to happiness that often goes unnoticed. It's not about waiting for a special moment or achieving a big milestone. It's about recognizing the beauty in what you already have. When you practice gratitude, you shift your focus from what's missing in your life to what's abundant, from what's wrong to what's right. Gratitude doesn't just change how you see the world, it transforms how you feel about yourself and your circumstances. Life moves fast, and it's easy to get caught up in the chase for more success, more recognition, more possessions. But when you're constantly looking for the next thing, you overlook the blessings in front of you. Practicing gratitude slows you down, it grounds you, it reminds you to appreciate the small joys and victories that make life meaningful. Gratitude isn't about settling, it's about celebrating what's already here while striving for what's ahead. Start by acknowledging the basics. If you woke up this morning, you already have something to be thankful for. If you have food on your table, a roof over your head, or someone who cares about you, those are blessings worth recognizing. Gratitude is about realizing that even on your hardest days, there's something good in your life. It's about finding light, even in the darkness. Gratitude isn't just a feeling, it's a practice. It requires intention. Take a few minutes each day to reflect on what you're thankful for. It could be as simple as the warmth of the sun, the sound of laughter, or the taste of your favorite meal. Write it down in a journal, say it out loud, or hold it quietly in your heart. The more you practice gratitude, the more natural it becomes, and the more you'll notice the good around you. Gratitude also helps you reframe challenges. Life isn't always easy, and setbacks are inevitable. But even in difficult moments, there's an opportunity to grow. Gratitude helps you see the lessons in your struggles and the strength you've gained from overcoming them. It reminds you that every challenge is a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. When you practice gratitude, you cultivate contentment. Contentment doesn't mean complacency, it means finding peace in the present while working toward your goals. It's the balance between ambition and appreciation. Gratitude teaches you to cherish the journey, not just the destination. Inner strength is the foundation of a fulfilling and resilient life. It's what allows you to face challenges, overcome setbacks, and move forward with confidence. But true inner strength isn't just about grit or determination, it's rooted in self-acceptance. When you embrace who you are, flaws, imperfections, and all, you unlock a power within yourself that no external force can shake. Self-acceptance starts with understanding that you are enough just as you are. Society often pressures us to fit into molds or meet unrealistic expectations, making us believe we're not good enough unless we achieve certain milestones or conform to certain standards. But the truth is, your worth isn't defined by your accomplishments, appearance, or the opinions of others. It's defined by the unique person you are and the value you bring simply by being yourself. Building inner strength through self-acceptance isn't a one-time decision, it's a daily practice. It requires patience, effort, and a commitment to honoring yourself. But as you embrace who you are, you'll discover a wellspring of confidence, resilience, and peace that will carry you through life's highs and lows. Another key to building inner strength is embracing your uniqueness. There is no one else in the world exactly like you, and that's your superpower. Your experiences, perspectives, and talents are all part of what makes you special. Instead of comparing yourself to others, celebrate your individuality. Focus on what makes you you and use that to make a difference in your own life and the lives of others. Self-acceptance also empowers you to set boundaries. When you value yourself, you're less likely to tolerate situations or relationships that undermine your well-being. You learn to say no to what doesn't serve you and yes to what aligns with your values and goals. This strength of character creates a life that feels authentic and fulfilling. Finally, self-acceptance fosters gratitude. When you accept yourself, you're more likely to appreciate your journey and recognize how far you've come. You see setbacks as stepping stones and challenges as opportunities for growth. Another key to building inner strength is embracing your uniqueness. There is no one else in the world exactly like you, and that's your superpower. Your experiences, perspectives, and talents are all part of what makes you special. Instead of comparing yourself to others, celebrate your individuality. Focus on what makes you you and use that to make a difference in your own life and the lives of others. Self-acceptance also empowers you to set boundaries. When you value yourself, you're less likely to tolerate situations or relationships that undermine your well-being. You learn to say no to what doesn't serve you and yes to what aligns with your values and goals. This strength of character creates a life that feels authentic and fulfilling. Finally, self-acceptance fosters gratitude. When you accept yourself, you're more likely to appreciate your journey and recognize how far you've come. You see setbacks as stepping stones and challenges as opportunities for growth.